What's up everybody, I'm Shade and welcome to PES 2016, the demo. I downloaded this on the PS4 a few days ago and I played quite a bit. Of course it's not out on PC at all, it's a different game on PC altogether. But I'm not gonna get into that in this video, I probably shouldn't at all. But anyway, I'm gonna show you the few matches that I played and give you my thoughts on the different gameplay aspects as we go through the highlights. So for the first game I picked Brazil. And I went against France, and I figured, you know, it's a new game. I'm not playing on keyboard like I prefer to, so I only put it on professional difficulty, because I thought, you know, I might as well start a little bit easier. So we get underway here, Brazil against France, and I wanted to try out a lot of things, you know, shooting, skill moves, especially skill moves I've heard a lot about from other YouTubers, saying that skills feel a lot more fun, and some people like, you know, Nepenthes, they're not really based on PES stuff, so they don't really, he said that he doesn't understand how skill moves work because you can't really pinpoint it, that it depends on the location and all of that stuff. But of course, we know that if we are more versed PES players, that thing is auto feint, and I play with that off, so which means I am able to do whatever skill move I want when I want it, and yeah, but as you can see here, we scored the very first goal in this match, and it was a rebound. Very good play on the wing, but it was a rebound, and I was kind of worried because I've seen in other videos from other YouTubers that they also scored a lot of goalkeeper mistakes and rebounds, and I thought that might be a problem. And as you saw earlier, I had a long shot, and that was the one thing that I noticed right away. Long shots are very OP because the power behind them is crazy, and also it's very easy to get them on target, which results in corners or rebounds a lot of the time. And you also saw that I got a free kick, I should say, there, and they did change the fact that goalkeepers last year, they used to stay on the very middle of the goal, which was really annoying because it was hard to beat them on either side. But now they don't do that anymore, and free kicks feel a lot easier. We also scored a beautiful goal there with a chip from Neymar, which didn't happen a lot in the previous PES, which happens a lot in FIFA when you overtop through ball and then score it from the chip. But Oscar here had a long shot just before, and now he scored with his head, or should I say with his face. Look at that. That is a face goal. But that doesn't matter. I was really disappointed with the defending there, and overall this game just felt a lot easier. And on professional I expected a lot more beautiful stuff from Neymar there. Using the flick, which is pretty realistic because he is known to do that sort of stuff, you know, flick it and flick it again to beat his defender. Varane completely dumbfounded there, and the shot was also, again, pretty nice because it's pretty easy to get the long shots on target. So the very first match ends at 3-0, and it was not challenging at all. It could have easily been double digits if I wouldn't mess around with skill moves and try long shots and stuff like that. So in the second match, I decided to tune it up a bit. I went to top player difficulty, and I was Bayern Munich against Juventus, and it was pretty, until the 20th minute, it was a lot more challenging. But then Robin picks up the ball, he has two people chasing around, behind him, and then the third player there was Pirlo, who's still at Juventus but shouldn't be. And I don't know what he did. He basically, just like in FIFA, he backed away as I was charging towards him, which is a very big flaw. And another big flaw, Robin scored a rocket with his right foot, so that might be a problem as well. And then a long ball here to Lewandowski. He is so much faster than Bonucci at this opportunity. And then he scores with a chip, which is another thing that I noticed right off the bat in other videos as well, that chips seem to trouble goalkeepers a lot. And also goalkeepers, I would say as a general thing, they are kind of broken. It's obviously not the finished game, but this goal I actually did appreciate. Schweinsteiger, a classic long shots, you know, he has that in his arsenal, so that I really like that. That was pretty realistic. And then we break here with Ribery. We got a little bit lucky there, but then the mother of all skill moves to beat the last defender, and we put it in the back of the net. And again, this is not on auto feint, which means I actually meant to do that skill move, but I didn't mean to because I don't know what the hell was that. I tried to do an elastico, but this must be a new thing because I've done it quite a bit ever since, which is like 3 flicks together. And again, this was even, I wouldn't say easier than the first match, but the scoreline is higher because I was more clinical. And on top player, this was not a challenge at all. So for the very last match, I decided to go on the highest difficulty, which is Superstar, by the way. and also go against a higher rated team than my own. So I was Roma, playing against Bayern Munich, and this would have promised to be quite a big affair. And of course, I was playing Ibarbo, Gervinho, and Doumbia up top, but they're a lot different than in FIFA. Gervinho has 97 pace, which is insane, but Doumbia and Ibarbo both have under 85 pace. So of course it's a little different. Ibarbo here, finally good touch here, because Gervinho had a very bad touch before, but not as bad as Ibarbo's finish there. This game had so many misses, but of course, checkmate, because he's not gonna miss that. That's what I said at the time. He's no ways gonna miss that, but Ibarbo missed that. And before this match, I thought shooting as in general was very overpowered, but when you use these players with low finishing like Ibarbo, like Doumbia in this game and Pez, it's not as OP. Ibarbo here from the cutback gets saved, but then the ball rolls into the back of the net anyway. And of course, that will count as an own goal from Neuer. As we've seen the replay, tremendous save there. But then, with his heel, he pushed it into the back of the net. Very un-Neuer-like. Then we bring on the Italian legend himself, Francesco Totti. And we break here with Ibarbo with acres of space there. With Gervinho in support, we cut it back again. And this time, he's not going to miss because that is too easy. And finally, you know, we finished the cutback. Also, I forgot to mention the celebrations. I love the fact that you can do manual celebrations in PES as well. I think that's a huge, you know, subtle change, but a huge and important change. But then in the 60th minute, after I scored the second goal, last few minutes of the game is where I really noticed the change in difficulty, because they kept pressuring so much. Look at it. Every time I got the ball back, I thought I'm gonna get it away, but they had so many people behind the ball that it was too much pressure in the end. And of course, look at another block, but comes back to them again. And Schweinsteiger does make it 2-1. The first goal I conceded in this, and it was on the highest difficulty, and I really couldn't defend it. That's what I liked about it. It really felt challenging. But Bayern were looking threatening, and then we had to seal it, the deal. We break on them again. Here I tried a skill move, but I failed miserably. And that pass was not even a pass. It was a fake shot, which failed miserably as well. But it did end up being another cutback for Gervinho. We are 3-1 up in front now. In the 80th minute, we get back the ball with a tremendous tackle. We play Doumbia here, and even though he's not that quick, he's quicker than Boateng, and we chip Neuer with Doumbia being away, and that is 4-1 on the highest difficulty in a game that I play with, first of all, a controller that I don't prefer. I prefer the keyboard, and just, it shouldn't be that easy. Guys, if you haven't played this, go ahead, it's free, download it, play it. It's a lot of fun, I'll give you that, but it has definitely not a finished game. It has a lot of flaws. It is too easy. The goalkeepers are broken, the long shots are pretty damn OP, chips are broken as well, but mainly because of the goalkeeper. So you fix the goalkeeper, you fix long shots, and probably chips as well. But overall, I really enjoyed this. Too bad, you know, PC kind of gets screwed over again, that they don't get the same game, but I don't want to rant about that, so that's why I'm not going to talk about it. But anyway, tell me what other videos you would like to see of PES 2016 demo. I'm thinking about making a few comparison videos. But in the meantime, though, guys, leave it in the comments what you think of this game. If you agree with me that it feels too easy and a little bit sloppy at times, leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. I've been Shay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.